Alright, welcome back everyone. My name is Eat Sleep Complete, and this is a Lego set. Specifically a creeper. For those of you who have been living under a rock for the last few... let me go ahead and turn this down just a smidge. There we go. For those of you who have been living under a rock for the last 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 or 5, there's been a massive snowstorm just ripping its way across the country, and it just hit us within the last 24 hours and dumped about 2 feet of snow on our region. So that's fun. As such, everyone in our region is scrambling to try and dig out and then, make it so that we can continue with our lives. And it's still snowing as of about 30 minutes ago. So needless to say, I'm exhausted. I've been up since early this morning, snow blowing and in general just trying to get control of my property back. And it's just been a really heck of a day. So, choir, unfortunately, still also needed to dig out, and we basically said, look, the roads are already still not safe. Let's not, have you rush trying to get to my house for stream. Let's just call it a week, and then we'll resume next week. So that's the plan. So we're just gonna have a chill stream. I didn't have a game planned for tonight, or rather, I didn't plan on starting our next big game tonight. And I got a couple of Lego sets for Christmas, so we're gonna do the Lego Minecraft Creeper here. 10 plus. I am over 10 years old, so it's okay for me to use this, just so you're aware. And we got about 665 pieces. There's probably going to be some extras in here. Take us about an hour or two. I'm going to have the lo-fi going in the background, so it's just going to be a very chill, relaxing stream. You guys will get to listen to all the Minecraft polybag ASMR as I, rip open the plastic bags to get the pieces. Last time we did this, we did the Rock Collection set. That was courtesy of Kingdom. Thank you very much, Kingdom. And
you're welcome.
Kingdom is also in the room. She's just hanging out, working on stuff. So if you guys want to say hi to Kingdom, you can say hi to Kingdom. And I'll turn up the lo-fi a little bit. If you guys want to chat, we can chat. Just a very chill, relaxing stream. This music should not get DMCA'd on YouTube or Twitch, because it says so in the title and the description that it is royalty free. So Payne Jr. says hello.
Hi, Payne Jr.
But thank you, Bond, for chiming in and letting me know that there's a Lego and brick building category. I have been looking for that forever. And I just, you put in Lego, and of course it's going to populate the Lego video games first, and not the, hey, I'm building a set. So yeah, we'll just go with that. Let me go ahead and get the box open here real quick. I need to figure out how to open it without actually damaging it. Oh, there we go. I hate when they do the little punch card way of opening it and then it doesn't work. Like the holes that you're supposed to poke through the box don't fully work. Okay, so gonna be a little bit loud here as we get the bags and the instructions out. So we've got our instruction booklet right there. That's bag 3, bag 5, bag 4. Here's our first bag. Nice. 6 and 2. So only 6 bags. Not bad, not bad at all. And if you guys like these Lego building streams, maybe we'll do another one in the near future. I do also have the Game Boy Lego set, like the scale model Game Boy, which I'm very much looking forward to. We also just got the shelves set up in my office for the game collection. So I don't know, maybe I'll send pictures once everything is set up on the Discord, because oh boy, it has been a process. Polysemic and Kingdom were kind enough to actually assemble the shelves for me, while I've been categorizing and double checking spreadsheets and updating inventory and the whole 9 yards. It's been a real mess, but I'm not planning on moving again anytime soon. So here's hoping that this is the resting place of the, no, I see that ... We are not moving again. We're not moving again, period. It was enough of a hassle to move one time. I'm not moving a second time. So let me go ahead and get this open here. Hang on. There we go. There we go. I've got the trash can right under the desk. Let me move this. Here's the best place. Probably right up there. And double check. Make sure we're not tossing any pieces. We are not, so we're good there. All right, let's see what we're working on first. So one thing that I didn't see, and I'll show you guys here in just a second. One thing that I didn't see was that his head, let me see if I can get that close enough. His head is on a ball joint. It moves. That's really cool. And his legs are hinged as well. So they move back and forth, which is really neat. So, and I'll show you guys something else cool here. So I only looked at the box, because I got this for Christmas like a month ago now, and I've only ever looked at the box from the front, because I'm like, oh, it's cool, it's the Minecraft Creeper. Today was the first day I looked at the back, and as you guys can see, it also comes with a pig miniature here with like the TNT, and you put them in the creeper's head. So one thing that I had to explain to Kingdom, because I got the distinct sense that she was just nodding politely as I was acting excited about it, was originally the creeper was a mistake, was not meant to be added to Minecraft. That was Notch in his early coding days of Minecraft, attempting to add pigs to Minecraft. And because he did it wrong, or right, I would argue, the pigs came out looking like this, where they were walking upright on 4 legs, and they hissed and exploded. Hissed and exploded. And such, the creeper was born. Oh, we got another bag of even smaller pieces. Hang on one second. Just pop that open. There we go. There's going to be a lot of really tiny pieces, and I'm going to keep this empty bag off to the side here for any extras that may pop up, so I can keep them all in one location. Alright, so let's see here. Yep, right here it says in the instruction booklet, fun fact, the creeper was originally an incorrectly modeled pig. And we're starting with the pig. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that probably right about there. You guys aren't going to be able to see the whole instruction booklet, but you'll see a little bit of that and a little bit of me working on it. So let's see here. We've got... what is this piece? This is so weird. Okay. These are some really oddly shaped Lego pieces, Lego bricks. I'm not used to the like 1x2s that have the little notch cut out of them. Notch. All right, so we got the little legs. I'm gonna snap on top and bottom on this 1x2. There we go. And then that is going to go right there. And I know that this is essentially just you guys watching me build Legos, which, you know, that's fine. If anyone wants a closer look, just say so, and I will try to periodically show off, you know, how the kit is going so far. So we've got that, and then I guess we just snap this on. So there we go. There's the pig. Kind of neat. We'll have him right about there, just watching over us. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure all the small pieces do not fall off the desk. Alright, so I don't know what part of this we're building. I think this, I mean, this has got to be, this is probably like internal framework, I would imagine. Are they just weird minifigurines? No, this is a full setup here. There we go. So there is that. And we're kind of just wrapping this tan brick here in these little upward holder bricks. Like that. And let's see here. All right, I'm not really sure what we're doing with this piece here, but that's about even. Okay. We use little plus signs with the green flat tops. And we got more of the smaller little holder pieces here. We are getting more snow next weekend? Are you joking me? Oh my goodness. They don't even have enough space to put all the snow that we have this weekend.
And it's not going to melt this week.
And it's not going to melt. We got snowdrifts in front of the house that are almost as tall as me. Oh boy.
The high this week is 23 degrees.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That was today.
This is going to be a mess. Oh, Bond, I am just seeing your message about the Lego and brick building category that you sent to the group chat. Thank you. All right, so we need to do this twice then. And Payne Jr. says, I love creepers, just not when they blow up my stuff. I mean, that's kind of their job, is to blow up your stuff. I wouldn't hold it against them, but, you know, that's why the great city of New Spawnia has the entire city lit up so that we don't have to deal with creepers wandering around blowing up the buildings downtown. Alright, so we need 2 of these white 1x2 flats, and they're gonna go, they're gonna go on top of those with the yellow ones. And then we've got kind of the inverse, the little green, I guess, hangers. And they're gonna snap on top. Let's see here. Oh, it's right here. All right, there we go. So there's those 2, and then those go on the outside. Oh, this is 100% just like an inner piece of the kit. All right, and then the circular black pieces here go on the underside. Right there and right there. There we go. And then we take the tall black pieces and put them on the tan piece here. And then just kind of stick it all together to look like that. That's a chest cavity of a creeper if I've ever seen one. Okay. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of this for this set. This is basically just the a lot of the coloring of the outside. As you can see, we're basically just like, we're starting with this long green piece, and then we're putting one of the corners there. We got a dark green single piece there. So it's going to be a lot of this, because we have to make the entire creeper's exterior, which means we're pixelating a lot of stuff here, doing IRL pixel art. So we got that, and we got that. And there is those. Let's see here. Let me see here. By the way, Payne Jr., are you still working on Hogwarts on the server? I popped on the other day before realizing that I didn't know where that amethyst geode was that you had found, that I was going to move the amethyst source blocks for you. Yes, but today is a homework day. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I noticed that. I log in and I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and move this. And then I'm like, oh, I don't know where it is. So we'll get that done. Honestly, if you just want the source blocks moved to like your house so that you can harvest amethyst, that's fine. I know normally when, we're harvesting amethyst, generally I try to make it so that there's some kind of cost associated with moving those source blocks. But generally there's like 4 or 5. So honestly, with all the work you've been putting in on Hogwarts, if you just want them, you can have them. You can use the amethyst crystals to decorate Hogwarts and the amethyst blocks to accentuate the construction of your house. Figured it'd be best if we can keep it to the resource. Gotcha. Well, I mean, look at it this way. Once you're done building Hogwarts in its entirety, at that point it just becomes a template for you. If you want to customize it, you can. So we've got all the like similar colored greens here that we're working with are starting to throw me off just a little bit. Let's see here. But I'm hoping now that we've got the server on, like our actual server, like I know Realms hasn't been perfect, but now that we've got the server on the actual server, let me see here, we can have a lot more control over it, like mods, version control, stuff like that. And I'm thinking that, what was it? I'm thinking that this map that we're on, the new Spawnia map, that's probably going to be the main map going forward. And like we've put so much work into it, I don't really see a point in re-rolling things. So, but we'll see. You know, if it gets to the point where everyone's kind of bored and we want to kind of just start from zero, then we can do that. But obviously, everyone's kind of well established and doing their own thing, so there's not really a point in us starting over. As Choir has said multiple times, if there's new stuff, we can just go as far out as possible to harvest it. You know, until it starts showing up, we'll harvest it, bring it back, and then we can just set up a farm for it. Alright, so let's see here. So this is the first panel, the outside panel. And now we need to attach these 1x1s. All right. Okay, so we're flipping it over now. The entire interior is decorated as you're going. Ah, okay. All right. Well, feel free to harvest any amethyst geodes you find, because I mean, as you know, that's the only way to get amethyst crystal, but it's also the only way to get naturally generated calcite, which is the white substance that's between the gray outer shell and the purple gems. Calcite's very high in demand with my building designs as well, so I'd be willing to trade for that. And then I want to say the outside of the amethyst geodes, the gray substance, is not as rare, but also still not plentiful. So, like I said, if you want to just bust down every single amethyst geode you find, just harvest everything from it except the source blocks, do it. I'll happily take all the supplies off your hands for a reasonable, you know, trade. I plan on making a capture the... I'm sorry, I don't know what CTM stands for fully. CTM map. There's nowhere near close to done with Hogwarts as the realm. When I can focus on the other, plan on making the entire wizarding world, including London, 4 Privet Drive, the Ministry of Magic, etc. Well, that is quite the undertaking. Oh, complete the monument. Okay. So then, are you planning on building those landmarks on the server? And if so, are you trying to group them all together with Hogwarts, or are you open to the idea of building them in other locations? Okay, so let me see here. We got that. We go there. Okay. So there's that, and we take the dark green crossbar here. Slot that into place. And then 1x2 and a 1x1. Alright, then we do one of these. We do gray, light green, gray again, and light green again. It's going to be separate. Okay. Gotcha. Well, when you're ready to start, you know, building one of the other locations, let me know. We can scout out a location for it. Somewhere close enough to town that it's not, you know, a massive trek out to it, but yet far enough away that it's not going to be all clustered together. Yeah, I think that's everything. So now, how are we going to do this? 2 light green, dark green, and then a 1. And these must be extras. And then the whole thing, pick up the apparatus. After Hogwarts, I'm going to work on my ancient city. I completely forgot about yours and Choir's ancient cities. I apologize. I need to finish excavating both of them. All right, and then it just kind of snaps into place. So there we go. This is, I think this is probably like the innards of the creeper's body. So let me get the little poly bag here with all 3 of the pieces. Those will go off to the side. I'm going to set this right up here next to the pig. And then we need bag 2. As you can see, this one has a significant amount more than the other one. Verified. Yep, no pieces. And we'll go ahead and empty out this one as well. You already finished excavating mine? You were working on Choir's? Okay. It's been so long that I just don't really remember. So I'll fly over yours, and if yours is still not excavated, I will expedite that process, since I know Choir's probably got a dozen different projects he's working on. Okay, this is weird. I have not seen this particular Lego piece before. It's very interesting. So we're gonna take those and just snap those together. And then we need one of those, and then just a 2x1. And then we need dark green and light green. Right. Oh, I've reversed them. Hang on. All right. So there is that. We got the 2x1s, and then a dark green 1x1, and then a light green 1x1. Ooh, these are probably not going to finish Hogwarts until maybe summer or next year with school. Okay, that's fair. I mean, it's already immense. Like, you could tell me it's done, and you could fool me because of how huge the build is. Okay, so these right here, these are one of my favorite Lego pieces, the hinged 1x4s, or 2x2s, I guess. These are one of my favorites. So we're gonna snap that onto the side there. And then what are we trying to do here? We need one of these. And we're going to snap on smaller ones there, and then a second tan circular piece. Interesting. And then that is all going to connect where? Here? That it? Yep, that's it. Okay. Alright, so I think we're doing essentially the same thing. So let me throw that all together. Oh. Alright, there we go. On the subject of Minecraft projects that are going to go unfinished at the moment, my entire portfolio of builds. My house isn't even done. My refurbish of the house isn't even complete in Spawn. I got that. I got the Gnome Depot next door that I need to finish. I got the shopping steps that go up the side of the hill there. I gotta finish the bay, which that's more of a time requirement than anything else, because that requires me to just sit at the Elder Guardian farm for God knows how long until we get the materials generated. Okay, so this is gonna snap on right there, creating that. But I got a whole bunch of stuff. Probably also going to be starting to explore the idea of expanding the town itself. I was looking at the area where Zombie Hunter built his house, and it's like there used to be a whole jungle there, and then obviously, we chopped it all down, so it's just kind of hilly open land. I don't know. I want to put like more of an upscale residential area probably right there, because I know we have like the small town residential area and the condo complex that I'm working on north of town, but I don't really know what we're going to do with south of town, or I should say downtown. I have a secret build project that I have to have all materials ready before I build it, because the goal is to build it in one night and surprise people. Ooh, if you need materials, just let me know. I will dive into the depths of my collection of materials to contribute. You don't even need to tell me what it is, just tell me what you need and it's yours. Okay, so we need 2 of these flat 2x2 pieces here. Of course, I'm sure Quire would also be willing to just create a farm for whatever material you need, if it's that much. And then I think, what is it? We snap it on here. Yep. Alright, so we're working on something else now. 2 of these hinged corner pieces together. Let me take one of these gray side attachment thingies and kind of slap those on. And there we go. And then what is it? We need a flat dark green 2x1 and a light green 2x1. And those are going there. Okay, then just a flat light green piece there. And then a flat dark green and another flat light green. We're really just kind of sandwiching at this point. Okay, so now, interesting. Now we are, I think this is probably one of the legs that we're starting. Or at least, okay, now I'm starting to see it. This is like the bottom chassis of the creeper. It's all going to connect to that one thing that we've built. Yes, Bond, it is the creeper butt, as you've put it. We're building the creeper butt.
You're being creeper with a butt.
Alright, and so we just kind of attach all of it right there. He did. Very nice. Alright, well, In that case, you're on board, Embry. I will say, we don't have a film date for the next episode of the podcast. Let me check and see, because the episode that had Bond on, I finally got it done not too long ago. Let me see. Where is it? And the most recent episode, episode 5, the lost episode, has 12 views. So the recording was in limbo for almost a year, and it got 12 views. So I don't know. We might be on a brief break between episodes 5 and 6. I will bring 1 million views. Okay. Let me know when it is so we can yeah. So as I've said before, and Bond can back me up on this, we don't really control when we're trying to film the podcast. Noth does, because Noth is not very reliable on when he feels like recording. We can't just say like, oh, okay, well we'll record next Saturday, because then next Saturday will come and Noth will be like, I never said that. I'm busy doing stuff today. I'm unlocking achievements and drinking beers. And it's like, we'll just respond to the message where he said he would do that, and he'll be like, oh, well, let's reschedule for next week. So I will keep you in the loop as much as I can, Embry. And, you know, hopefully maybe sometime soon Noth will feel like recording. All right, so we've got this right here. That's done. We're literally just doing the same thing but mirrored. Okay. I get the feeling there's going to be a little bit of repetition with this set, just because it's more or less just the same thing mirrored over and over again. So there's that. And oh, did I miss a step? No. Okay, all right, I see. It's playing tricks with me. There we go. All right. We did that. Here we go. All right, there we go. I think that is everything. I apologize if I am a little scatterbrained tonight. It's been not a great day for a number of reasons. Can't stop sneezing. I unfortunately don't have any remedies for that. I would suggest try looking upwards at a bright light. Normally that causes sneezing, so maybe it'll do a reset, do a hard reset.
Snort some black pepper.
You know, Kingdom, I don't think shoving black pepper up your nose will cure the sneezing.
You sure? Have you tried?
I have not tried, because I am not an idiot. Well, not that much of an idiot. All right. Put that together. There's that. Wait a minute. That. Yep. Okay. We need just a standard green one then. There we go. All right, and then that all connects right here. And there you have it, Bond. A creeper butt. All right. What do we got here? Oh, okay, we're attaching it. We're attaching it. Wait a second. Hold on a second. No. We need to make 2 of these. Darn it. All right, well, we'll put the red stick one in there, and I guess I'm gonna put this off to the side here. Where can I put this? Just right up here. And then we will just go back to the start. And just build through that a second time. And there we go. Excuse me. Where is... Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh boy, I apologize. I'm getting easily distracted tonight. Is that? Yeah. Okay. So we've got all that together, and now we need one of those hinge pieces. Right there. I think. Yes. All right. And now we're making the centerpiece again. I think you can probably safely call the centerpiece with these 2 circular tan pieces the creeper butt crack, because it's kind of in the middle of everything. And then bring it over here. Here we go. Light green, dark green, another dark green, and a light green. And then 2x1 right there. Okay, that looks good. And another hinge piece. And then that goes on here. Very cool. And then, all right, so now snapping those on. Wait. Oh, that goes on here. Okay, dark green, light green, dark green, and light green. And then one of the light green panels. And then another one. Okay, now we're starting to put the pattern on here. All right. So that's what we're working with so far. All of this is going to come together. We are very quickly running out of pieces, though, which always worries me just a little bit. Okay. Oh, wow. We're coming down to literally no pieces remaining. That's kind of crazy. All right. Go ahead and attach this. And then, once again, the red stick piece goes in, and then look at that. We've got the two legs, and then we bring in the apparatus, which goes how? How does this work? Oh, I see. So it snaps on. Okay, that's really useful, actually. And then, oh, okay, the legs all kind of snap together underneath everything, and it's held together on the side. See there? Okay, so that's not just all right. Excellent. Look at that. We got the creeper with walking motion. That's really cool. I like that. So there we go. That's what we're at right now. You can kind of see it taking shape right there. I'm going to make that a less unfortunate configuration there. That totally doesn't look like anything, right?
Not at all.
All right. So we're going to take the whole thing and we're going to set it right over here. And we're moving on to bag 3, which is right here. Oh, hang on a sec. We got a whole bunch of all bags at once, pure chaos. So normally, I would be one to embrace the chaos, and I would agree with you, Bond. However, look at all these teeny tiny little panel pieces. I don't want a bajillion of these just flying around the desk. So, I agree, but we're not going to do that. Sorry. You need an organizer? Now that's going a little bit too far. I'm not crazy, okay? I can handle all the tiny pieces being on the desk at once. Oh, and we're jumping straight into just using all the tiny pieces. All right, that works for me. Bond's out here throwing shade he can't even back up. Come on. But that's okay. It's a good thing to recognize one's limits. Okay, so there is that. So what has everyone in chat been playing recently? I know we've been talking a lot of Minecraft this evening, and trust me, I can feel the wave of desire to play Minecraft coming. So it's like, I'm gonna sit down, and then like 40 hours of my life are just gonna be gone, because that's how Minecraft works. But I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while since I've been back on the server. You've been playing with my nerves. That is correct. So I have been doing what was it? You guys know the Predator from like Predator versus Alien, or AVP? I've been doing that live service game. What was it? Predator Hunting Grounds or something? Came out a number of years ago. The Friday the 13th folks, IllFonic, they made it, and I gotta say, it's much better than Friday the 13th, the game. For one, you don't have to grind 1,000 matches as Jason. That is very welcome. I do not look fondly upon Friday the 13th, the game, but it's fun. I mean, you can get all the achievements in private matches, so I've mostly just been running private matches against bots to knock out what I can. But I've been enjoying it. It's a neat little challenge of a game, I suppose. I'm gonna flip this over and let me see here. I hate when they do this because it's like you gotta put it right in the middle. I think that's like right there. So we've got 1, 2, 3.5, and then 3.5. So 1, 2, 3.5, 1, 2, 3.5. There we go. Oh, okay, we're bringing this back already. So this needs to... Oh, we need to do that twice. Okay, and we're just creating... We're creating the, like the chest cover, almost. It's not really holding together very well, but in time, it'll get better. So there we go. So we need to do all that again. Let's see here. Light green and then dark green. And then regular green, 2 more light greens. And we gotta finish the design here. Let's see. bunch of regular green 2x1s and then a bunch of dark green ones for the bottom corner. There we go. And then flip it over, do the part that I hate the most. Right. 1, 2, 3.5. Yep, there we go. And so we're going to bring this guy back over and just kind of try to secure what we can. There we go. Creeper's body is coming along nicely here. All right, so now I imagine we're probably doing the other side of the body. So we need this, and we're just doing more design work, it looks like. So snap that on, and that. 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 Oh. There is that. Okay, so it looks like all the little panel pieces were just the outer part here. So now, yep, we are doing the other like side of the creeper. So we'll just fasten those on. Flip that. Flip that. Now we've just got to do essentially more design work just on the underside. So Bond, is this generally about how your Lego streams go? You're just building a kit and chatting with chat? Truth be told, I haven't gotten a ton of feedback from the one that we did. I think we've only done one, just the rock collection, the mineral collection. You know, didn't make a splash or anything, but I didn't hear any like, this is terrible, never do this again. Pretty much. All right. I just wasn't sure if I'm, you know, supposed to be expecting something else, but all right. Here we go. Bring the creeper body back over, and we're going to snap this on the side. There we go. That's looking really good. It's a bit... Oh, hang on. It's a bit wider, I think, than I expected. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, the legs are interfering. There we go. It's a bit wider than I expected. Like, I'm sure it'll look more normal once the head is on it, but this just looks like we've built a multicolored green brick. All right, we're on to the next bag, bag 4. No extra pieces left behind. And as always, we have a tiny bag with more. All right. Okay. So this has to be the head that we're starting on, right? Like this is probably like the back half where we're going to build the kind of the exoskeleton. Oh no, we're making 4 of these? Interesting. Maybe this is the other half of the feet? Are we making 4 of these? We are making 4 of these. Okay. So then in that case, before I turn the page, I'm just going to recreate this 4 times. Just so that way we're not constantly flipping back and forth. All right, there we go. Ah, here we are. Yep, looks good. And then last one. Where's the corner piece? Oh, there it is. And then last light green one. All right, that is all 4 of those. We'll just kind of move these. Oh, all right, we're officially over halfway through the rule book, or the instruction booklet here. And that looks like it just sits just below right dead center. Okay, and then we take one of the dark green plates, and I assume we're going to have to do this 4 times, so... And we have to alternate between the black single dots and the dark green panels. There's a lot of very small pieces that we're working with here. You guys will have to forgive me if I don't show you every step of building 4 of these. Come on. Come on. Straighten out a little bit. There we go. Alright, last one here. These are kind of sitting a bit diagonal, but hang on, let me try and... There we go. You can use the table, just apply pressure, and they'll straighten right out where you need them. Okay, and these are going to sit kind of dead centered just off this white edge here we've got for each of these pieces. And then each one is going to have this setup where it's a dark green single and then a light green double right along the edge. Right? Yeah. Oh, it's falling apart on me. Alright, there's all 4. So now, similar setup on the other side here. Alright, there we go. Ouch. All right, so we did that, we did that. So now, again, times 4. I think we have to just do this design. Come on. There we go. along the edges. There we go. There we go. Oh, you know what just hit me? Is if we're getting another massive snowstorm next weekend, there might not be a Dead Monday next week either.
It's supposed to be Saturday into Sunday.
Saturday into Sunday. So, I mean, I guess we'll have most of Sunday to try and dig out, but most of that's going to hit on Monday. So, well,
No.
most of the cleanup is going to be on Monday because it's going to be actively snowing through
No, it's
Sunday.
supposed to end around noon on Sunday.
Really? So, what time does it start on Saturday?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay.
We might not be able to do your D&D game.
Sure we will. Sure we will. Alright. So I'd say it's probably a 50-50 shot on whether or not there's
I'll look it up right now.
a Dead Monday, but we'll see. Obviously, guys, safety is my number one concern with Quire driving up to the house. He has a vehicle that is more than capable in the snow, but at the same time,
Well, the National
It's not-
Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration said there will not be any snow on Saturday.
okay. Well, then I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Or on Sunday.
All right.
And the temperature on Saturday night will be 6 degrees.
Okay. So we've got 2 more tiny pieces left over. Those will go off to the side. These are the leg exteriors and the feet. So, you know, I know you guys like to joke about this, but here you go. Embry, real close. There's your feet. All right. And we just have to snap. Why is the design different? Are these backwards? The design's not shifted right. Oh my god. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not prying all of the panels off just because the pixel art is a little off. There we go. Can you guys tell the difference? Because I can't. And then this one and come on, this one. Just make sure those are nice and secure. So there we go. There's the creeper feet and torso. I'm kind of surprised we're on bag 5 already. Go. As you all know, another tiny bag. All right. Let's see here. Toss that one. All right. So, yep, this is the back of the creeper's head. This is basically everything except the creeper face. So, taking, I think this is basically just going to be the, what is it? This is basically just going to be the, I can't find the word for it, the skull, like the infrastructure for the head. Of course, we need very specific pieces here. And then we take, what the heck, 3 of the red cylinder pieces and stack them all in the middle. So I have a theory on this, right? I know for a fact that these cylinder pieces come in more than just the flat variant. I feel like there's pillars or columns of them, right? Ones that are 1 block high, 2 blocks high. And I feel like they do this, especially like you can get away with, you know, the sandwiching of the smaller pieces to create a colorful design. This right here, this red cylinder that we've created with the 3 individual flat pieces, that's not necessary. I feel like you can make that 1 piece, right? And I feel like they do this on some of the internal bits that you're not going to see unless you're building the set, so that they can pump up the numbers of how many pieces are in a set. Like this piece has 660, what, 665? Yeah, this is 665 pieces, and these 3 can be 1, you know? So I don't know if they're actually doing this. It's my theory that they're doing it to pump the numbers up, to make the sets look, you know, larger than they are. Yes, it's a game theory. I hear you in the background. All right, so we got that. Now we have these 1x2s that are vertical and have the stud things facing outwards. So we're going to be making like these pillars of them. Okay, there we go. So now we flip it around, and we feel like we're doing more design work here. Alright, so there is that. And then we take these weird, like, monolith pieces and just kind of stick them there. I'll tell you guys something that I don't think I've talked about before. When I was in middle school, a very, very young Eat Sleep Complete, I was told that there was going to be a Lego club as like an after-school activity. It was going to be in the library, and I'm like, oh, I like Legos. This must just be like a casual, you know, hang out, build Lego sets, socialize club that the school's putting together. I'm interested, of course, because, you know, here I am. God, how many years later? I don't even know at this point. Building Legos on the internet for you all. And so I go and I sit down and I'm just like, yeah, I'm here to sign up for the Lego club. And they're like, okay, cool. Yeah, we're just, you know, we're waiting to see if anyone else shows up. And a couple people did. Not a huge turnout. It was like probably 5 or 6 people total. not counting the two adults that were overseeing everything. And they're like, okay, well, thanks guys for showing up to the Lego competitive club. And I'm like, record scratch, what? They're like, yeah, so you guys have obviously heard of Lego Technic, the sets that they make to make machines out of. Apparently there is some like national, I don't even know, some like national competition or something for Lego where people get together and they build the Technic robots to compete. To, you have to make a robot that will accomplish a task. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, this was only ever advertised as a Lego social club. What do you mean we're gonna do competitions? I wasn't huge on the idea of traveling to compete in Lego competitions, but whatever. I'm like, you know what? It might be fun. Who knows? And so I keep showing up week by week, and I gotta tell you guys, it always seemed very strange to me how we were, I guess, just kind of doing things. Because if I had to ask you, like, oh, you're an adult, you're setting up this competitive Lego after school club for middle schoolers. What's the club going to look like? What are you going to do? What's the activities? What's on the to-do list for the club? And you could probably come up with, any number of things. Oh, well, we'll get together. We'll look at, maybe we'll look at past competition recordings and see what challenges we might be up to. We'll break out a couple of kits that the school provides or the school provided funding for. And, we'll see if we can recreate or build a robot that might, in theory, beat one of the robots from the recordings or something like that. Basically, you get to use your imagination to accomplish a goal, which is ultimately the whole point. We didn't do any of that. We didn't really do anything. I went and the adults were talking about, like, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to go here and we're going to do this. And nothing ever really happened. Like, I would just show up every week and just kind of sit there and there'd be Legos on the table. And me and a couple of the other kids that showed up, we'd try making robots or whatever. But there was never really a clear goal of the club, and the adults that were running it didn't really seem to know what they were doing. And this is all in retrospect because I was a stupid kid at the time. I assumed I was doing something wrong. But this is just looking back. It's like, yeah, they didn't really know how to do what they were trying to do. Because, like, it's a club. You're supposed to have an idea and a charter, and, like, you're supposed to figure out what you're going to be doing ahead of time, and we just didn't really do anything. We just kind of sat there and looked at the Legos, and then eventually I got bored of just looking at the Legos and started tinkering with them. And then the other kids started tinkering with them. And then the club just ended. And that was it. We never went anywhere. We never did anything. This whole, like, oh, we're gonna go to competitions for Legos and compete and build robots, none of it ever happened. And I'm kind of just like, I think about that. It's like one of those things where it's just like, you think back as an adult from time to time. It's like, hey, what was the deal with that? And I think back to that from time to time. Here we go. This is the centerpiece of the head here. I think back about that time to time, and I'm just like, but what were they doing actually? What was the point? Why were we there in the first place? I would have been happy if it was just, meet up, talk about Legos, play with Legos, build stuff, get creative. You know, just a creative outlet. I would have been more than happy with that. I was happy to go along with the whole like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing competition stuff. And then nothing ever happened, and I don't know why. And I'll never know. Good point. Good point. When I was in middle school, there was only 3 clubs: sports, Spanish, and French, or the homework club. And you could only be in Spanish or French if you took that class because it was basically homework, but for that language. So that's not even a club. That's just after hours extra credit or extra help. It wasn't until high school when we got real clubs, but my school was in a different town. Okay. Yeah, we I don't really think we had a ton of clubs in middle school. I think it was mostly just like extracurricular sports. I do know that I think at least once we got the Scholastic Book Fair. That was a lot of fun. That's where they bring you to the library. They give you like a flyer ahead of time for books that are coming. What's that?
And try to hawk books at you.
I mean, it's easy. I was a sucker for the Scholastic Book Fair. It's like, inject the Goosebumps novels directly into my veins.
Were you more of the book kind of Scholastic Book Fair kid, or more of the...
No.
Or more of the stuff?
You know, no, I
like posters,
no,
spy stuff.
Okay, I bought
notebooks.
a poster from time to time. Okay, you can't fault me there. Some of the posters were really cool.
I liked the shaped erasers that were like, this is a cat.
Yes. But I will say, really, like, my parents should have seen the collection issue coming a mile away, because I don't think I read like probably 40% of the books that I bought. I just liked the way that they looked on the shelf, you see.
Ah.
And as you can see, well, you guys on stream can't see, but Kingdom can see, it became a bit of a larger issue as I sit here surrounded by mountains of Xbox games. All right, so it looks like we got something that's gonna kind of attach. Oh, and it's gonna do it right now. It's gonna attach to the other panel. So this must be like the back of the head then. Let's see here. Alright, so we got that. We need a gray one.
Kane Jr. says that the Scholastic Book Fair is how she started reading Harry Potter.
Every fair.
A monthly payment plan to get a whole series.
I made my mom get me something, and 90% of the time, or was monthly payment to get whatever book series and sometimes a toy. Very nice. Very nice. I
didn't read Harry Potter until high school.
I didn't read Harry Potter. You waited until high school. I waited until, well, I'm still waiting. No, I had all the Harry Potter books as a kid, and none of them interested me. Interested me. They just didn't really stick. Who knows? Maybe today, if I had actually enjoyed those Harry Potter books, it would be a different situation. I'd be a bigger Harry Potter fan. But they didn't stick. So here I am. Alright, so we've got what looks like the back panel of the skull here. And... oh, alright, we're doing one of these, so Attach that, flip it over. Alright, so the skull's going to be a bit roomier than expected at first. There we go. And then light green, dark green, light green, dark green, and triple. There we go. I started in 6th grade. After the 4th, I started to get them as they came out because books 1 through 4 came in a box set. Okay, very cool. I think I have somewhere I have like the Game of Thrones book box set.
Those to
No, Choir gave them back at some point, and I don't know where they ended up. They're probably in here somewhere. But, boy, I am 0 for 2 on popular literature book series and interest. Because after seeing the ending of Game of Thrones, that whole property just does not interest me anymore. You could not pay me to sit down and read the Game of Thrones books at this point.
The books I've heard are quite different from the show.
Yeah, the books are definitely different from the show. The only thing is that the series is never going to friggin' end because George R.R. Martin's going to die before he finishes the book series. Hasn't the...
He's off doing side quests now.
Yeah, he's on his side quest arc. He made his money with the TV show. Why does he need to finish the books? So, it's just, you know, I don't really have an interest in something that's just never going to be finished on purpose. Alright, so we need to go through the little... Oh dear. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
One moment. A piece has gone rogue, and it is actually really important. That's the neck joint piece. Oh, it's sitting right on top of the trash. Oh, no. No.
It's in the trash.
Okay, we're good. It landed on another poly bag. We're good. Holy cow. All right. Let's go ahead and just very carefully... There we go. There we go. And so this is going to go right up through the neck of the creeper. And then this one little gray piece is extra. And now, here we go. We're going to go ahead and kind of snap the... There we go. Look at that. That's cool. It's a bit heavy, so I get the feeling it's very much like it'll hold its position when it's standing up, but if I'm trying to show you guys, it doesn't hold on very well. So now we're moving on to the final 6th bag. And we're going to start by building that TNT block. Ouch. I have the box set unopened on my shelf still. Oh, yeah. I feel you, Payne Jr. They're like trying to make more spin-off TV shows of Game of Thrones, and it's like, look, House of the Dragon. It's good. It's different. It's got Matt Smith in it. You like him. Why don't you watch House of the Dragon? And then it's just like, well, you see, Game of Thrones, the TV show, still exists. And because of that, I don't care. Oh, God. Talk about a generational fumble just across the board. I saw people talking about Game of Thrones. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. There's our TNT block. It was a lot simpler than I thought. I saw people talking online about just how bad Game of Thrones fumbled the bag with the ending of the TV show. It's like you have stuff that is popular even though it hasn't been, you know, quote unquote mainstream in a number of years. Like, they're not making new Harry Potter movies. In fact, they're remaking the Harry Potter movies, I think, as like a TV show now or something stupid. Either way, they're not making new Harry Potter stuff. The newest thing was what's the game? Hogwarts something or other?
Legacy.
Thank you. Hogwarts Legacy.
Played it.
I know I played it. I enjoyed it. It was an interesting game. I feel like it was kind of had that issue of being a mile wide and an inch deep, but I did enjoy my time with it. It was a fun game. But they're not making new Harry Potter stuff these days. And you can go into any like Walmart, Target, Hot Topic, I don't know, like a general retailer, and you can find Harry Potter merch that's still on the shelves because people still buy it, because people are still fans. You want to know what you can't find at any particular Walmart or Target unless there's like a new thing coming out for it? Game of Thrones merch. I dare you, go to, like, they're teasing a new series that's going to be coming out soon on HBO, which is, you know, whatever. I dare you, go to your local Walmart and buy a Game of Thrones t-shirt right now. You can't. Because it doesn't sell. Because nobody cares. Because they fumbled the ending. It's like, you could have had a fan base, an undying love of a fan base, if you had ended that show even a little well, right? Like, if it was an okay ending, people didn't really vibe with it, but, you know, it tied up all the loose ends and gave closure to a bunch of the storylines, yeah, I think people would have remained fans and people would have been more on board for the new stuff like House of the Dragon. But because of how badly it ended, no one cares at all. And that's just so much money left on the table. Because good luck getting people excited. Like, people thought, oh, House of the Dragon, and from what I hear, season 1 was pretty good. I have not watched it because, again, I don't care. But then I also hear that season 2 was not great. Which is just like, how do you keep doing this? How do you keep making this and making it good and then making it bad? It's the how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Every time my uncle gets a hold of the TV remote, he finds a way to put the Harry Potter movies on still. That's my mom. That is my mom, especially around the holidays. Especially around the holidays. Go over to my mom's house around the holidays. You walk in the front door. Down, 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 down. Every single time. Without fail. I think we're making his face now, so we got to be careful. Dark green, black, dark green. Do that there. Oh, it's sideways. Okay, I see it. I see it now. Oh, come on. Light green, dark green, light green. There we go. All right. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Aw, heck. And I just trimmed my nails.
Is it flat?
Yeah, it's a flat one. Hang on. I think I got it. At least. Yep, there we go. Got it. All right, we're good. We're good.
Those are probably too thick.
Crisis averted. Gray and light green, and I think this last black panel is just extra. There we go. So let me go ahead and apply pressure on the panels to straighten them out a little bit. Perfect. Oh, all right. Don't do that. There we go. Why is there a pig inside the creeper head? I get the TNT. Because it's a reference to how the creeper came to be. They originally started as pigs and they exploded. And so, you know. Let me see here. Okay, so the pig doesn't really secure to anything. He just kind of hangs out. The TNT, however, let me see if I feel like. Okay, there we go. I kind of had to finagle the TNT in there. So there's that. And let's go ahead and slap on the face. There we go. And that's it. Ooh, they have like a whole Enderman building. That's cool. Oh, and there's a secret surprise piece underneath. So there we go, everyone. We've got the Minecraft Creeper. That is the set finished. Picture looks just a little bit washed out, but I assure you that this is proper greens. But yeah, it's not gonna really look great from the top down. Oh, okay, Jesus. It's not gonna really look great from the top down. Just try and, you know, give you a better angle. But there you go. That's the Minecraft Creeper. He is very cute. I think he's just going to stand straight up and down, front and center, on the shelf for me. But let's see here. That, guys, is where we're going to probably call it for the night. This was a lot of fun. I always enjoy these Lego streams, and I hope you guys do too. I'll be back again tomorrow night, hopefully. You know, I can't account for sudden power outages or crises, so I'm aiming to be back tomorrow night. But until then, I will see you guys later, and hope you enjoyed. We'll be starting our, I don't know, I need to find what the next game is going to be specifically. I don't necessarily want to start like a big 100-hour game just yet. So I'll take a look at the shelf. You know, going through all the games for the shelf is really letting me get an idea for what we still have. That was quick. The set, I looked it up out of curiosity. The set normally takes, 1 to 2 hours. So we're right about that mark. Play Hitman? Maybe. I do have it right here. So, maybe. I'm not going to promise, but I'm not going to rule it out. But thank you guys for tuning in. Just a quick update. I realized the other day that I had not sent out the gift subs for the winning team for last year's Gamerscore Off. I am going to get that done ASAP. Likewise, I will also be reaching out to the winners for their prize. I also happen to be one of the winners. Don't worry. I bought myself a game. I'm not even sure I intended to buy the game as the prize for the competition, but I bought myself a game. Don't worry about that. All right, and more information on this year's competition is forthcoming. I'm still, it's another thing that's on top of the pile of stuff I got to get done. So I have not forgotten. I will get that out and get that done. Yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic evening and a good night, I guess. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place, same stream. Different game. Not that this is a game, but you get the idea. All right, have a good night, everyone. See you later.